This is the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Remember the house from Home Alone?
Yes.
And how that guy just had like a normal day job?
Well, no, people were wondering if maybe it was more than a normal day job, or perhaps the mom
Bringing in that cash.
was the breadwinner of the house.
Or generational wealth, maybe. But
also that, yeah.
Your average 9-to-5er probably can't get into that house real easy.
Not in the 90s.
And it has just sold. I want you to guess.
Because it's famous, would that increase the price?
I think a little bit. But I also know it adds to the annoyance. I remember hearing that the people that bought the Full House, like the house from the Full House theme song, ended up having to move because they were so annoyed with people taking pictures all the time.
Yeah, so the inside of that house isn't even the same house
No.
that's used in the show. That's a set.
Right.
They just use the exterior of it.
So the Home Alone house just sold. It boasts modern amenities and attracted interest from fans, and even Macaulay Culkin was considering buying it.
Get out, because in the movie, that is the actual house. If you walk in, it's the same layout as the kids running up and down the stairs getting ready for vacation.
So what's your guess? What did it just sell for?
$3 million? I don't know.
Double.
$6 million.
Yeah,
Where is it?
5.5. It is in Winnetka, Illinois.
Oh, cool.
5.5 mil.
That would be so trippy if you lived on that block and 30 some years later, Macaulay Culkin's like mowing the lawn at that house. That's such a strange thought.
Yeah. Feel like you've started to get really vague with your beauty treatments and the explanations of what you're getting, and now you're trying to rope me in on this world.
So yesterday I'm like, I got an appointment. I'll see you later.
It's a good tip. If somebody says they got an appointment and they don't feel like giving details, not to ask. Because all of a sudden, the last time I did, you're like, well, it's actually a couple hemorrhoids I got to go get popped.
I've never had to have that happen. Thank you very much.
But it could have been.
So I ended up going and getting this laser treatment that's good for damaged skin, like sun-damaged skin.
Does it also get rid of all the black curly hair that you have there?
What is wrong with you? Like, actually, I don't have hemorrhoids. I don't have black curly hair on my chest. So I'm very vague about this appointment. I come home and I look like I have been standing on the sun for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where Ryder screamed. He's like, what is wrong with you?
Weird time to pitch to me that, like, you should go there and get some Botox.
When you get Botox, you don't see it right away. It takes about 5-7 days to set in. People will start saying, did you get, like, the best sleep of your life last night? Like, what's going on? Did you get some? Like, they start asking you questions like that. Are you seeing someone? You're glowing.
I don't need coworkers coming up at me and asking me if I got some. So I'm good. It's play.
Go out and get it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it's just one of those songs where it's fun to sing the end, so don't ruin it.
It's fine. It's just you didn't start singing until I started talking.
True. Sorry.
Play 107 with Ryder and Lisa. If you could do me a favor quick.
Uh-huh.
And just head over to Facebook. I've posted something, and I want you to just explain to our lovely 6 a.m. listener club what's going on over there right now.
Did you post another pathetic thirst trap of yourself? You always do this this expression. We got to work on it.
So do you.
No.
Yeah.
I do a selfie expression? That's a smile.
No.
That's smiling.
It's a no teeth smile.
I like no teeth smile. I have less wrinkles. Okay, what am I looking at here? Where is it? Is it on your Facebook?
No,
like
Play
Ryder?
Play 107's, and it's the latest post. There it is.
No more fact checkers on Facebook? Perfect. News headline. Radio host Lisa Evans arrested for running topless fighting ring. Underground ring known as Knockers now closed. Police shut down the illegal topless fighting operation, arrested several near-naked individuals involved in the underground unregulated event. Ryder, people are going to believe this. This looks like a real article. When did you make this?
Just this morning.
That's what you've been distracted with over there?
Yeah.
Ryder, you have to delete that.
No.
People don't check facts. They don't click links. They just believe the headlines that they see.
So I guess it's an important lesson then, isn't it?
Why do I have to suffer the consequences of the lesson? Ryder, don't go on Facebook and share this. Because your followers, your friends,
Yeah.
your family, your grandparents are going to believe it. And then guess who looks like a huge loser?
I don't know if that makes you look like a loser. That makes you look like an entrepreneur. I would go to a topless fighting event for sure. Anyway, don't go and share it or like it so that more people see it, okay? Everyone, Lisa's asked nicely. Yesterday's weather was a wild ride.
I know. I was laughing in the afternoon and I was like, squall who? This weather's gorgeous. Sun was shining.
Yeah, like
it was warm out.
2 degrees out. Perfect winter day.
I was like, that was short and sweet because right before that, there was a little bit of wind, a little bit of snow, but then it went away.
We've been talking about it all morning, and then at about 9:30, it felt like we got our first snow squall. And it's just like a really short-lived blizzard with whiteout conditions. And then, like you said, it just got so nice that I was like, that was it?
Yeah, like, okay, nice try, Mother Nature. And then come, what, 4 p.m., 5 p.m.? What time was it when it came again?
Yeah, about that.
Excuse me.
I was like, why do they even have a name for this if that's all that it is?
And then it came back in full force. It gave us a little taste test, a little tease.
Yeah.
And then it was really scary to drive. Like anyone that had to leave the house last night, it was stressful.
I can't imagine not having winter tires, all-wheel drive. Like if I was out in a rear-wheel or front-wheel drive car with like summer slicks on it, or worn down.
It's so dangerous.
All seasons even.
It's dangerous for you. It's dangerous for other people on the road.
Yeah. Yeah, I do feel like, I'm getting off topic a little bit here, but that winter tires should be
mandatory
in Edmonton. Our buddy even rented a car, and they're like, do you want to upgrade to winter tires? That shouldn't be a thing. They should just have winter tires, especially on rentals, a vehicle you've never driven before.
I agree.
Anyway, hope everybody got around safe yesterday and navigated that very interesting day. I don't mind a day like that once in a while to remind me of how harsh it can be here. It just makes me feel like proud that I've lived my whole life dealing with this.
Yeah, because you post videos of it, and people that live somewhere tropical or somewhere where they don't deal with things like that or don't even have to know what winter tires are, they're always like, why do you live there?
My brother said something last night, though, that I thought was very accurate. It's the snow was swirling everywhere at this point. It was probably 6 o'clock, something like that. And he goes, this feels like every day from my childhood. And I didn't really relate yet. And then he goes, don't you remember like walking into hockey practice?
And it would just be blizzard.
And it was
conditions.
just, it feels now that I look back, like that's what every day was. And I know it wasn't every day.
No. But now that you say that and having that perspective, it reminds me of waiting for my bus in the morning at school. I'm like, miserable.
Right.
Why was it always so disgusting out?
So
there's a nostalgic vibe to it for sure. That's so weird to say.
It's kind of like a badge of honor.
It's almost like it comes back every year, but we forget about it. And that's why we don't move. Because we go through it, we get over it, and then we prepare for it to happen again.
Right, exactly.
I often compile pros and cons lists when it comes to things if I want to do it. And one of my lists is if I want to have a baby at some point. And I want to just discuss a con.
Have you added this to the list? Have you written this down?
This is the latest addition to my cons list.
Okay.
With every day that passes, more history happens in the world, whether it's politics, pop culture, you name it. Shows that are being released. I'm exhausted already thinking of all the things I'd have to teach a child. Like, if I had a baby, in a couple years, they'd be able to process me discussing a singer. They wouldn't know who Taylor Swift is. They wouldn't understand the Swiftie nation. And that is tiring to me. That this little idiot, I'd have to be like, you don't know anything about anything. Yesterday, I was driving with your daughter. She's 13. And I introduced her to Fleetwood Mac. She knew one of the songs. She's like, oh, I listened to this. This is on one of my playlists. I'm like, perfect. Here's some other songs by them. Here's the story, the drama of the band. Little background story here. After I told her I was so tired. That's one band from the 70s. So that's on my cons list now.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick this apart a little bit, if you don't mind.
I have to rewatch every kid movie?
First of all, Taylor Swift is a big enough name that if a baby was born today, by the time they understand what's going on, Taylor Swift's probably still going to be huge. Like, she's probably got another 20 years.
I know, but they weren't a part of the Eras tour.
Yeah, either were you. So big deal. Be like, yeah, the hype was real. Next question.
But you know how people will always say, like, you weren't there. You don't understand. Sorry, I think I swallowed a fly. Hold on. I don't know. It's just tiring for me. It
seems exhausting thinking about telling a baby that doesn't exist yet about stuff that they might not care about. Just talking sounds exhausting.
Just with every day that passes, there's more things that people need to learn. Like, I think about kids in school and social studies. I'm like, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but you're not teaching social studies, so you don't have to put that on your con list.
I feel like it's a really good thing to add to a con list. I'd like to hear from our listeners.
Also, I think maybe...
Is that a good... Like, that's a valid point.
People, even if the baby is unborn and doesn't exist yet, I don't think you're allowed to call it an idiot. I'm a little bit confused why some things are really great in certain situations, but not all situations. An example is the amount of people that drink Clamato juice on a plane is incredible.
Maybe that's just because you're not around those people ever. So you're in this like close space with people, and so you're seeing what they enjoy to drink.
Because even I'm like, oh, I could go for a Clamato on ice. What? I'd never drink that anywhere else. But on a plane, also, is there anywhere else in the world where ginger ale is the most popular pop? Except for on a plane. I'd say every second pop that gets dished out on a plane is a ginger ale. That's not the normal.
Right.
So there's something strange about planes and how people feel in those moments and what they crave because of that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would say 1 out of every 1,000 drinks might be a clam on ice in Canada.
But on a plane,
it's 1 out of 4.
So what do you want to ask?
Are there other situations like that? Are there other things that are just so good in certain situations and otherwise you're like, nah, I wouldn't normally do that?
Donairs after the bar. I've never had a sober donair in my life.
See, I disagree with you, but I respect that as a great contribution to the conversation. Because it's true. Some people will love a donair after the bar.
To be honest, I don't even know what they taste like. Right now, we're asking you about something that you indulge in, but only in certain situations. Outside of that, you'd never think to purchase something or eat something.
Like a Clamato on ice on a plane. What do you got for us?
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, so my thing is Costco hot dogs. Normally, hot dogs to me are disgusting, and it's the last thing I choose. And I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they use in their hot dogs, but, like, you just got to get a Costco hot dog.
Do you think it has something to do with the fact that they're $1.50?
Also that.
I mean, that's definitely not hurting their cause.
Yeah, it is interesting, though. Like, as soon as I walk into Costco, it's there. It's a thought for sure, at least. And usually I act on it.
You celebrate.
They're not that good of hot dogs even. They're okay.
Yeah, they're all right.
Really not, but I don't know. It just hits differently. I can't explain it.
It's a perfect example. Thank you for hitting us up.
Yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Have a great weekend.
What a sweetheart. So another great answer on the text line is from Tracy. Mimosas at brunch on a Saturday or a Sunday. You, like, this morning, did you wake up and think, you know what I could go for? Some champagne and orange juice. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of people are saying that on a weekday.
Or at dinner.
Or at dinner.
It does feel like that's a really good one.
We have the funniest listeners. Thank you for contributing to the show. We literally could not do this without you. Paige, tequila shots at 4 a.m. at the airport. Hell yes. Any other day, hell no. That is so true. Cigars on the golf course, says Robin. Wouldn't have one outside of that. There was another text kind of similar. Mackenzie wrote in saying having a prime time, peach or grape, or any other light cigar when golfing or at a fun tournament. Outside of that, I never smoke. I don't even own a lighter. It's a situational thing that you enjoy. Outside of it, you don't think about it.
This one from Dave, I love. And I think it's accurate, and I don't know why, but he said adult mags at snowmobile cabins. So, like...
Oh, my gosh. That's so specific.
On a lot of these skidoo tracks where guys will go for like a weekend or whatever, there's little cabins along the way, and quite often people will leave things that others might enjoy, like cigars, for example. But for whatever reason, a lot of them do have adult mags, and you end up just sitting around, chatting around a campfire, and you're passing the mag around to each other.
It's giving the same vibes as like, I don't do crossword puzzles unless I'm on the toilet.
That's a good one.
R wrote in saying Twizzlers as a snack. Honestly, I would never think to do it, but if I'm at a hockey game, sign me up. I need a treat. Baseball games all the time. You see people going to their seat with a huge bag of Twizzlers, and in my mind, I'm like, that is a recipe for diarrhea personally, but to each their own. Go for it. Eat an entire bag of Twizzlers.
How about Coronas, but only when it's really warm?
Wait, the Corona's warm?
No, the weather's warm.
Oh.
You can't really, like, I wouldn't order a Corona today.
Right.
You know what I mean?
If you go and you sit at a bar and they're giving you the options of beer choices, you're not going to be like, you know what? Corona with a lime.
I've never had a December Corona or a January Corona in Canada. But yeah, if it's warm out, that's like the first beer I think about.
Margaret just wrote in, and I think a lot of people will agree with this one. Popcorn, but only at the movies. Oh, Lindsay just wrote in the exact same thing. Popcorn, only at the movies. Won't do it at home.
All right, let's keep this rolling. Things that are only really good or you only indulge in super specific situations. Things that are only really great in certain situations.
I mean, country music on a golf course for me.
Okay.
I'm not listening to it outside of that.
What about driving on dirt roads?
Ooh, that's good.
You might be able to listen to some country then, too.
Ashley wrote in saying green tea, but only when I'm eating sushi.
Top-notch answer.
Mm-hmm. Sherry, tequila, but only when I'm at an all-inclusive resort.
Even tequila mixed drinks I don't normally go for.
Yeah.
Poolside bar? Yeah, please. Anything is fine. How about diagonal, small sandwiches at funerals?
True. How true is that?
I never have those anywhere else.
Chicken noodle soup only when I'm sick.
That's a good one.
Never eat it outside of that.
Slushy drinks, Darren says, at an all-inclusive. Never drink them otherwise.
How true is that? A coffee, sitting around and chatting after having dinner together.
And Cliff says tomato soup only if there's grilled cheese sandwiches with it. Great answer. Thanks for this. That was fun. Lisa rediscovered this song after about 15 years recently.
Oh, it's so good.
Absolutely loves it now. Listens to it all the time. It's Play 107 with Ryder and Lisa. I'm sure we've all heard the word snow squall before, but it's been so long that everybody forgot that they existed, and then they're like, what?
So it's a short blizzard.
Pretty much. And we got a couple of them yesterday, it sure felt like.
Mm-hmm, with very high winds as well. I saw a photo from someone here in Edmonton that was reflecting on the last squall we had by posting a picture of the side of their house, missing the side of the house. The wind blew it off.
Yeah, they can get pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess yesterday would have been a mild one. Either way, you wouldn't have been out on the roads. Maybe you used it as an excuse to get out of something that you didn't want to do in the first place. With that said, it is time for a brand new episode of Flower Shop Friday, where I prank phone call florists and see what dumb things I can get them to write on a card.
Cosgrove's Flower Shop.
Pretty good, thanks. You?
How can I help you?
Just wondering if you could fill out a card for me real quick. I'm going to pop in a little later and pick out some prearranged flowers, but I just have what I want to say on my mind at the moment.
I'm jotting as you speak.
Jenny, sorry I didn't make it to your adult dance recital yesterday.
Okay.
I know it was really important to you.
Okay.
But I got lost in a snow squall.
Okay.
Do you mind reading that back to me and make sure we got it?
Jenny, sorry I didn't make it to your adult dance recital yesterday. I know it was really important to you, but I got lost in a snow squall.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
Flower shop Friday.
Didn't phase him at all.
Nope.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
Man, it's been Boys Week. so far with 1K wordplay.
Every single day this week?
I don't know. It feels like it, though. We might have had a Monday or Tuesday, lady, but Ryan's on the phone right now. Texter 107.
Yep.
What's up, pal?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Man, wouldn't it be nice to give away $1,000 on a Friday morning before Ryan even gets to work? Oh,
And you're in the zone. You've safely pulled over. You're ready to give us your entire attention.
I'm ready to rock.
I
Okay.
love it. All right, so for those of you who are perhaps listening for the first time, Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay, Ryan chooses a teammate. They leave the studio. They will not hear round one, where the other host will give Ryan 5 words. Ryan, you tell us the first word that comes to mind for each with a 25-second timer. We'll invite your teammate back in for every word that matches with Ryan's. It's $25 in his pocket. If all 5 match, we jump it to 1,000. So, Ryan, who's your teammate?
I'm going to pick Ryder today.
I like my
right.
words today.
Good plan.
I am ready. Yeah, seriously.
Goodbye and good luck.
Yep, get out of here. All right, Ryan, I'm going to start your 25-second timer after I say the first word. Best of luck.
Thank you.
I'm also going to spell the first word just in case you can't understand what I'm saying. So what comes to mind when I say flip? F-L-I-P. Flip.
Flop.
Trampoline.
Jump.
Salmon.
Fish.
Slide.
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 Playground.
Church.
Pray.
Great answers, Ryan. Ooh, you still had 5 seconds left on the clock. Let's get Ryder back in here and give away $1,000. Hello, Ryder. Get in the zone, please. Are you in the zone?
I feel like I'm in the zone.
Is his hat on backwards?
He's not wearing a hat today. Even better. What comes to mind when I say trampoline?
Jump.
$25, Ryan. Nice work. Salmon.
Fish.
50. Church.
I'm going to say pray.
$75. Nice work.
Yes.
Wow.
We're rolling, Ryan.
Wow.
Nice.
Slide.
I'm going to say park.
Playground.
Oh,
So
close.
Close that it physically hurts me. Oh, did you hit the wrong
I hit
button?
the wrong button, yeah.
Oh, he's out of the zone. He's out of the zone. We need a backwards hat. Last but not least, for $100, flip.
Pancakes.
Flop is what Ryan said. You were so confident, though. Ryan, thank you for playing. You picked up $75 with Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay.
Thank you very much.
Have a great
Take
day.
care, man. Next chance to play tomorrow morning.
Pancakes!
7. Oh, no, not tomorrow morning. Next chance to play is Monday morning at
7:50. How does it feel to be a true Canadian today, Ryder? Your first real curling game last night, or was it a practice? How does it work? I don't know anything.
Okay, all of that information is wrong. Thank you for the intro, though.
You're a curler now.
Yeah, I've curled lots before.
Yeah, in
Bonspiels.
Bonspiels, like media tournaments, but are you on an actual team? Do you go to is there like playoffs?
Yeah, okay.
Well, I don't know.
It's my first ever league game.
Okay.
Yeah, I used 4 words to explain.
I know, and then I stopped listening immediately. Sorry.
So, yes, it was first ever league game. I think the last time I was probably on a curling team that played every week was in high school
What?
or like junior high. Anyway, it went great.
Do you still have your old curling shoes?
Yeah, they're broken. Like flat out broken in the middle, but they still worked. We got a big win. And I cannot tell you how great it felt to walk in with that blizzard going on yesterday. I had snow on my eyebrows, on my mustache.
Tim Hortons cup in your hand, just a true Canadian.
And then just to get on that ice. There is something about that sport. And I know that for a lot of people, if you've just done it once, you're like, I don't get it. This is not fun.
And it's cold.
But as soon as you start making shots, I don't know, there's just something really pure about it. It's a really good game.
Are you sore
to play.
today? Because I noticed when I've had to sweep.
Yeah. I'm the skip on the team, so I don't have to sweep. And the main reason I'm the skip is because I don't want to sweep. Anyway, yeah, 1-0.
Wow. What's your team name?
We're rock hard. I didn't come up with it.
You really missed an opportunity to go with the Spice Curls, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, I'm a Spice boy, though. It doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense. You're saying the word curls.
If we were a team of women, Spice Curls is awesome.
Spice Curls works no matter what. When Shania Twain says, let's go, girls, that's to everyone. It's not exclusively girls.
Well, take it up with the guy that named our team something slightly perverted.
The Ryder and Lisa Podcast. Play 107.